Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our online platform presentation. I'm sure you are enjoying the music in the background. The name of the song is Just For You and is played by Giovanni. It's a very nice song, beautiful song, and I always play this song to center myself and just to make sure that I'm in the moment. Um, we welcome you and we want to invite you today to feel free to add your views, your comments, your constructive criticism, just to make sure that we take Ustawi to the other level. My name is Tabokwela. I'm a life coach. I'm a brain gym practitioner and trainer. I'm also a facilitator and assessor. I have founded both the Kwela Institute, commonly known as KMS, and Ustawi, which is hosting the platform today. Over to you.
And he's also Coach TK. Evening, everybody. I am Rachel Nkwani, formerly known as Coach Rachel. I am a life coach. I'm an NLP practitioner, which is neuro-linguistic programming, and also I'm the co-founder of Ustawi. So while we were advertising this whole platform, we got so many inquiries about what exactly is Ustawi and also what Reframing COVID-19 is all about. And we will be addressing all that in today's presentation. So I'm going to first start with what exactly is Ustawi. Ustawi is a Swahili name which means wellness. Ustawi was founded by Tabokwela and Rachel Nkwani in 2020. It is a training and development company which offers the following services: coaching and mentoring, training and development, educational kinesiology, brain gym, individual coaching sessions, and other CETA accredited courses. I'd also like to take this opportunity and time to also share with you guys our vision and mission statement. And they are as follows. Our vision is a society that is mindful and able to transcend from personal and professional challenges or limitations in their endeavor to unleashing their innate potential or inherent potential. And our mission is to develop and support individuals to transpire their innate potential to be able to contribute to the society positively and effectively. Also, Ustawi found it necessary to support, engage, and explore the impact of COVID-19 pandemic in societies through the social media platforms, and this is one of them. Following this, Ustawi wanted to create awareness to individuals on COVID-19 and looking at COVID-19 from a different context and perspective, and we call it
Reframing.
Welcome back, everybody. So I will be addressing the topic content reframing. And I know that some of you are wondering what exactly is reframing, and let alone what is reframing COVID-19. So if you change the interpretation of something happening to you or around you, and you give it a different context, and this context makes you feel, I am okay, that simply is reframing. So reframing is directly flowing from the idea that our perception of reality is influenced not only by our inherent limitations, what we see, how we look at things, what we touch, but also by our past experience. It's the idea that there is more than one way of looking at what we encounter in life. Like Steve Covey says, we see the world not as it is, but as we are, as we have been conditioned to see it. But we do not have to see it that way anymore in our lives. One of the joys of being human is that we can empower ourselves to look at our problems from different perspectives, of which both may be truer to the reality and the problem, if there is one, more amendable of solution. There is nothing quite so depressing as the feeling that one is stuck in a situation with no options, but the only option they have is to sit it out. But even if there's absolutely nothing we can do to change our physical reality of the situation we find ourselves in, we can change our mental attitude to it. Like the Chinese idiom says, a crisis is the same as an opportunity. A loss of one's job or divorce can be seen as a crisis. And indeed, it may very well be just that. The half-empty glass is indeed half empty. But we have a few options of how we can view this crisis. Firstly, we can see it as a disaster involving the loss of what is dear to us. Or we can see it as an opportunity, which would help us develop a new lifestyle and also see the possibilities and opportunities and joys that we have never seen before, or that we would have not allowed ourselves to see if we had seen this crisis. Let me invite you on this journey as we navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown. Imagine or examine what's stressing you, making you anxious with regards to COVID-19. Once you are done examining that, rather than being in your feelings of frustration and helplessness, look at your situation with fresh eyes. Here are a few questions you need to ask yourself. What aspects of your situation are stressing you, making you anxious, or simply impacting you negatively? Where do you feel a lack of control? Become aware, if you are not already, of the parts of your situation that you would most likely change if you could. Look for what you can change. You should remember, when you're looking for what you can change, you are able to explore for as many possibilities as you can.
without judging right away if you can or cannot do them. Instead of thinking, I wish I could change this, or even, can I change this? Try thinking, how can I change this? You may not be able to change everything, but with a positive reframe of the situation, you may see possibilities you were not aware of before. Look for benefits. If you are in a situation you truly cannot change, or if there are aspects you cannot change, you can reframe your thoughts and change the way you feel about it by finding benefits in the situation you face. Like, what opportunities might be found under the rebel? What strengths might you have gained by simply working through this? When you are looking for benefits, it doesn't mean you glow over negatives. You simply notice positives as well and focus on them. Find the humor. Really, find the humor. Have you ever felt that someday you look back at this and laugh? Well, I have. Why not let someday be today and laugh now? When you reframe for humor, you find the aspects of your situation that are so absurd that you cannot help but laugh. You can often turn the most stressful aspects of a situation into the funniest and share those bits of humor with those closest to you and receive support in the form of a shared laughter. Find the humor in a stressful situation and the benefits of laughter as you reframe your way into a good laugh.
Thank you very much, Coach Rachel, for taking us through the journey. We really appreciate it. I'm going to look at the context reframing. The relationship between reality and our perception is influenced by the physical context in which the perceived object occurs. We had two illustrations there, which you can call illusions. In one of the lines, we had numbers, and the underline, we had symbols. The second symbol in the first series is the same in each case. So whether we interpret it as a B, talking about the middle number there, or a 13, depends entirely on whether it occurs in the context of numbers or in the context of letters. And whichever interpretation we have made, we can change it by looking at the symbol from a different context. And this brings us to the end of this online presentation hosted by Ustawi. It was a pleasure having you, and we're looking forward for further engagements and conversations around a number of things or issues that are affecting us in our lives, both in our personal and professional lives. Thank you so much for joining us. So the choice is yours, how you want to interpret things and how you want to reframe things. I thank you very much, and we thank you Thank you so much. Bye-bye.